Hi everyone, welcome back to the Anatomy Lab. I just wanted to share something I noticed at the gym that might help you out as well. It's just a small detail, but it could really make a difference, especially when you're working on balance focused exercises. And even if you're more advanced, this might be something you've never really thought about before. So let's get right into it. I was at the gym the other day and saw someone struggling with a side plank. You know, a side plank is where you balance on one side, keeping your core tight and creating a straight line from your shoulders to your feet. Anyway, this guy kept losing his balance and I couldn't figure out why. Until I noticed he was using a phone as a timer. So every time he looked down at the screen, his head moved and so his whole body followed, and this completely threw him off. So, what I'm getting at is that where you look directly affects your balance and stability. Without a steady gaze and a stable reference point, it's just a lot harder to keep your balance. Especially if you haven't quite nailed engaging your core and keeping your head movements isolated from the rest of your body. A good way to test this yourself is with an exercise like the tree pose. If you keep your gaze fixed on a stable point in front of you, it's so much easier to stay steady. But if you start looking around, maintaining that stability becomes way harder. Without a visual anchor, your body has to rely only on your inner sense of balance, which is much more difficult. Of course, this doesn't only apply to tree poses or side planks. I also saw someone doing a single leg stance exercise. He was clearly well trained, but looked pretty new to this specific move. Every time he started to struggle, his eyes would drop to the floor, and of course, his balance went right out of the window. In cases like this, I think it's totally fine to use a prop, something like a kettlebell or anything stable and heavy enough to help your balance without having to look for it. It gives you an anchor so you can regain stability and focus on building strength and control instead of just constantly trying to recover from losing your stance. I think there are pretty easy solutions to all of this. Just use an audible or vibration timer instead of a visual one. This way you don't have to look down. Or if you're working out with a friend, ask them to let you know when time is up so you can keep your focus. Set up props like yoga blocks or foam rollers within easy reach, anything that helps you avoid searching around and losing stability. I think the main takeaway here is that small adjustments can lead to big improvements. By keeping your focus steady and avoiding distractions, you'll not only maintain better form, but also give yourself a better chance of making real progress in your workouts. Okay, I think this is it for today. I hope you found this information helpful. Feel free to share it or drop a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. I thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you soon back inside the lab.